going on, Rockstars? So I totally forgot to film an intro for this video, for this look and this review. So I apologize that I didn't give you guys the proper intro you guys deserve. But let's get into this foundation and eyeshadow palette review. All right, guys, so I have my primer already on. I have prepped my lids, and today I'm going to go in with the Juvia'S Place, the Warrior 3, and the Masquerade Mini. Now, I've told you guys before that I have used Juvia'S Place before, but I've only had one palette from them, and it was a very neutral palette. These two palettes, it's different. It's different. Very color. Let's start with the Warrior 3. And I'm going to go in with the pink in the palette called Fanti. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid. All right, so first impression, I am not completely thrilled. There wasn't any kickback from this, which I appreciate a palette that doesn't have a ton of fallout and it doesn't have a ton of kickback. However, it was not picking up on my brushes as great as I thought it would, and I actually had to wet this brush. Again, it could just be the type of brush I'm using, but I didn't like the way it picked up. Like, I had to use way more scraping of the pan than I necessarily wanted to do, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So I'm now going to go in to the Masquerade Mini and go in with the pink here called Bori, and it's a shimmer. I'm going to put that in my inner corners, and let's hope that this picks up. I'm going to use the same brush in hopes that it picks up with no problem. Okay, so that picked up actually way better. I think what I should have did, I should have put a white primer down and then put this hot pink over it, because this hot pink looks really cute. However, I feel it would have popped more if I would have put a white base down, but I like it. So far so good. I'm gonna go in back to the Warrior 3, and I'm gonna go in with this bottom color called, this color right here called Gola. And I'm going to just do a light dusting of that. I'm not going to go ham with this blue, but it's a really pretty blue. Alright, so that actually didn't come out too crazy either. I'm just going to go back in with that pink because the blue kind of covered up a little bit of what I had going on here, folks. All right, we're getting there slowly but surely. And then last, I think I'm going to, like, these blues, these two blues at the top are really pretty. So I think I'm going to go in with Dalia and just see what that may do. Okay, so now what I think I may need to do, I might need to use a bit of a glitter glue primer type of thing and see, maybe that'll help these metallic sticks. So I'm just going to use my NYX glitter primer. That did it. Yep. That definitely was needed. Okay, you know what? I'm not even mad at this pigmentation. I'm here for it. You know what? Again, let me not say I was sleeping on Juvia'S place, because I wasn't. My issue with Juvia'S place, from what I've heard from other people, is that their return policy and their customer service on the actual website is not the greatest. However, I order all my palettes from them through Ulta because Ulta has a phenomenal return policy. So I'm not mad though. I'm gonna keep it. All right, so we are done with the eyes. Now what we're gonna go into is foundation. So I did purchase the foundation from them, the I Am Magic, and again, this was another let me try my luck and see if I can find my color. So I'm a little scared about this one because can almost guarantee this is probably not my shade either. But so far we're 2-0 on the 4 foundation. So let's see if we can make it a 3-0. And I already kind of dislike this because it's a tube, it's a squeeze tube. It's ooh. Yeah, this might be too light. Okay, so yeah, it's a shade too light. The coverage is nice, but it might be a shade too light for my personal skin tone. Yeah, and I think that's the only issue. It's definitely a shade maybe too light, but again, I think if I go outside, like, you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference. But yeah, it just might be a shade too light. So that is all the Juvia'S Place products that I have. I'm gonna go finish the rest of this look off camera, and then I'll be back for my final thought. All right, guys, so I filled in my brows a little bit and I put on a lip tint and I threw some hair on for you guys. I was trying to put my wig in a mohawk, but for whatever reason it didn't work the way it should have. But you know, progress with everything, right? Progress, process, all of that good stuff. But my final thoughts on the Juvia'S Place palettes and foundation. The palettes are a 10 for 10. This pigment is everything I could want out of a product, especially a black owned product. I'm here for it. I live. This pink is giving me all the life in the world. as is this blue. I'm here for it. Foundation, again, the coverage is nice. It did cover up my scars, so I'll give it credit for that. Again, I don't like the fact that it's in a tube and it's a squeeze tube. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of those type of products. Like, unless it's a lotion, I don't care for products in tubes, at least foundation wise. I think foundation always needs to have some type of pump or a pour. This squeezy gimmick, it ain't it, chief. I'm not here for it. But with the exception of that, it's a nice foundation. My face doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel heavy. It went on very, very nicely. It went on smooth. The sponge didn't absorb a ton of product, which is always a win for me. It wasn't runny, but it wasn't like stupid thick. But I'm gonna give it, like I said, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Only for the simple fact that that nozzle, man, that squeeze tube nonsense, I'm not sold. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it at all. So that's my thoughts on the Juvia'S place. So I think we're 3-0 on the 4. Actually, you know what, guys? I lied. It's not 4 foundations anymore. It's 5 because I brought another foundation. So we're 3-0 out of the 5 products. So we're going to see how these last 2 fare, and we'll go from there. And I thank you guys for always watching. I hope you guys are still staying safe in the mess that is COVID. And I will catch you guys in my next video.